Good evening, YouTubers. This is Natural Born Queen, and welcome to my channel. Tonight, I'm going to be talking to you guys about hurdles while natural. I've been watching a lot of videos, and I just want to encourage young ladies, women that are contemplating going natural. I always give this advice that you should think about this before you really do it. This shouldn't be something that just happens by mistake or something that you just stumbled upon and just do it for the fun of it, because it's not gonna stick with you. The natural process is a difference in lifestyle. After becoming natural, you start to focus a lot more on what you put into your body and what products you're using, and reading ingredients and focusing a lot more on your health. And so thus you don't want to go back, to what you were doing before, because it was not healthy, it was not good for your hair and scalp, and it was not beneficial to you at all. So if you just do it on a whim without thinking about, all of the things that come along with going natural, it'll be so simple for you to just snap back and go back to your relaxed hair or Texlac or whatever chemical processing you used to do before. So, but I wanted to encourage everyone that is contemplating this, or if you're natural already and is contemplating going back to being relaxed. It's not a journey of just peaches, and it's just not going to be happy all the time, because of course you have to remember, at a young age, some of us became natural and we had no choice in what we did. So it was a whole lifetime, some of us 19, 25 before we 25, 30, 35 before we decided to become natural. So it's a whole new change for us. And so it takes getting used to. You have to make sure that your loved ones are comfortable around with the idea, and because it's not just you don't know the real texture of your hair. For instance, you don't know how it's going to come out. You don't know how you're going to really look with this. You can look at as many books as you want to, you can look at as many videos as you want to, but you don't really know what's going to come out of your scalp once you do that big chop. So you have to be sure that you're going to be comfortable and love and be confident and love yourself, and make sure that your loved ones are comfortable. And your job, you have to consider. There's a lot to consider. So like I said, it's not just something that you want to just jump into without any thought. There are going to be hurdles. You are going to get negative stares, negative comments, and sometimes it's going to come from those that you love the most, from your family and friends. Some people think that you're having a midlife crisis. People start thinking, oh, why don't you get your hair done? As if, your hair being natural is not done per se. Why do you look like that? None of my family members, I wouldn't say bold enough, but yeah, I would say bold enough. I mean, they are, but no, it's not that serious to where they would just go ahead and say anything like that to me. You're gonna get the negative stares, and if you're not comfortable and this is something that you didn't think about, or you haven't put any thought into it, you're gonna be like, I don't want people looking at me like that, so I'm just gonna relax my hair. You're gonna have to deal with breakage during the transitioning, the shedding that comes with the two different textures of hair, and where those two textures meet, there's a demarcation point where the hair has, it's going to break. So some people start to their hair start to break, and then they start to freak out. They just relax it. They don't know how to deal with it. You're going to have a lot of tangles, and you have to be patient. That's where the patience comes in, and you're going to have to be comfortable within yourself to, know what you want. And that's one of the things where I transitioned for 4 to 5 months, and patience is not one of my strong keys. So I did the big chop immediately during that time, because I just didn't have the discipline to just deal with breaking and all that, all that stuff. So I just did the big chop after a few months. But I did think about the whole thing, I think a year prior to deciding to become natural. You can start to become bored with your hairstyles. For instance, with the twists and twist outs, and it's so repetitive that and the puffs and all that stuff. It's repetitive, so you may become bored with it. And for people like me that were so used to getting a hairstyle every week, you may want to just go back to being relaxed. But this is where research comes in, and where you want to go ahead and find some magazines and go on YouTube, check out the hair forums, and find different hairstyles. Try a wig, try some braids, try head wraps. It can be fun. So you definitely don't want to become bored. Another thing is that the same products that you used to use when having a chemical relaxer, they're not going to work for you during this natural, journey. So you're going to have to start doing your research and start searching for products, and thus maybe become a product junkie for a little bit until you find what works for you. So you have to consider that as well. Well, do I want to spend that much time with my hair? Do I want to spend that much money with my hair? There's a lot to consider, people. And then this is the most important advice I could possibly give you guys, is becoming comfortable with you. Becoming comfortable with the person that you see in the mirror. Becoming comfortable with what comes out of your scalp. It's all you. There's no relaxer. There's no, there's nothing. So you have to be confident within yourself to say, I am the bomb. I could rock this. And no matter how many stares I get, no matter how many comments I get, this is me. And if you don't like it, step. So, that's how I see it. There's a nice young lady on here. She is so confident, and she just exudes confidence. She's very young. I think her name is Natural Butterfly, and I just love to hear her talk about being natural and going through the whole journey, because it's so empowering to see someone so young, so confident in who she is and how she looks. It says a lot about her parents and the way that she was brought up. So yeah, you have to be comfortable with you. And I can tell you guys, after spending so many hours learning about my hair and learning how to braid and washing my own hair and just seeing where it came from, that teeny weeny afro to now, I've fallen in love. And I've every day, it's like a new love. I love my hair even more. If my hair's braided, then I'm constantly looking for the new growth, and oh my god, my hair's growing and all that good stuff. And only the best. The best oils, the best products for my hair. I love it. I love me. So despite all of the discouragement and hurdles you're going to meet along the way, I am encouraging you to love you, love your natural hair, and you're going to meet those hurdles, so prepare yourself. If you are natural at this time, continue doing you. If you're contemplating being natural, do you. And that's the message I would like to leave you guys with tonight. I love you all, And I love your naps, kinks, coils, and curls. Have a good evening. Bye.